I'm Zeus Kerravala from ZK Research, and I'm here for another ZK tour. Today I'm going to be visiting a company called Tangoe, best known as a telecom expense management company, but they've been doing more and more mobile logistics, and that's been growing in importance as we become more reliant on mobile devices, and businesses are using those as the conduit to their customers. So let's go in, have a look around, see what they're doing, and see how they can help your business. So I'm inside the facility now. I'm here with Jeremy Staples from Tangoe. Jeremy, your title here is Logistics Manager. Okay, that's great. So this, I got a quick look around. It's a pretty big facility. There's a lot of stuff going on there. Can you tell me a little bit about what you do here and the types of activities?
Yeah, absolutely. There's always a lot of things going on here. So what we do here is kit and provision and ship devices for our customers. Our customers will send us requests. And we'll fulfill those requests and then ship them out from our facility.
Okay, and these are primarily with mobile devices?
Absolutely, yep.
That ranges from?
That can be mobile phones, tablets, scanners, Bluetooth printers, you name it, a little bit of everything.
Yeah, and so tell me about your customer base. Who are the types of companies you serve here?
Oh, we serve a wide variety of different customers. A lot of our customers are on the Fortune list.
Okay, so these are big name customers that everyone knows. So yeah. So the types of customers, retail, I'm assuming.
Oh yeah. Retail, airline, railroad, food and packaging, a little bit of everything.
And how many employees are in here?
Today we have approximately 37 people in the building, so that includes leadership and management.
And so, Jeremy, we had this thing called COVID-19, the pandemic that impacted.
Never heard of it.
Yeah, it impacted a lot of businesses in a lot of different ways.
Yes.
And I'm sure for Tangoe, you likely saw a decline in business during the pandemic since no one was actually going anywhere. And most businesses did. But how has it been coming out of that? How's it changed your business?
Well, let me start off by saying it was good during the pandemic for traffic, right? I can get the word immediately.
Yeah.
Now with everyone back, going back to work, it's back to being normal. But during the pandemic, our business, there was a decrease. Things just kind of slowed down as everyone in the world was trying to figure out how to best adjust. But now with everything kind of ramping back up, what we've seen the most now is reverse logistics. So things coming back into our facilities that need to be triaged.
Oh, that's interesting. And so for those not familiar with what logistics are, reverse logistics are, just give us a quick overview of what that is.
Absolutely. So the core premise behind reverse logistics is triaging and processing devices based on their condition and their age. A lot of our customers want to be responsible with their equipment. They want to be able to redeploy equipment that's in the field. And so what we'll do is take their equipment and verify if it's still good, if it's something that needs to go back into their inventory, or if it's something that needs to be properly disposed of.
Yeah, and that's really interesting because there's not a large company I talk to today that isn't concerned about ESG, being environmental sustainability and governance, right? Where they're more worried about the environment. In fact, I think through the pandemic, one of the lessons that came out of that is that I'm not going to make a political statement here, but our governments aren't the fastest to act sometimes, right, on things, but businesses did, and I think in this country especially, business leaders really took an active role in trying to be more environmentally sensitive, and so that's probably coincided with what you've seen.
Absolutely. We've seen tons of that, and so a lot of our customers want to be responsible. Making sure that they're being environmentally friendly, making sure that things like lithium-ion batteries are being properly disposed of in a safe and eco-friendly way.
Oh, cool. So I think right now we actually get to go out in the warehouse and take a look at the different activities going on there, correct?
Yeah, absolutely. Let's go.
All right, let's go.
All right.
All right, Jeremy, we're at this first station here, and I see a lot of people here doing a lot of busy things with a lot of different types of devices. So what's this area used for?
Yeah, absolutely. So this is our project team. So our project team is responsible for anything with a large volume and a future date. So our customers will come to us and say, hey, we need to deploy X amount of devices and we have so many days to do so. And so we'll take that request, we'll process it, we'll scale and scope it, and then we'll assign it to our project team. And what we'll basically do is try to create a assembly line with it to where everything goes in stages.
So this could be sort of, for example, a financial services firm that maybe goes through a large number of new hires.
Absolutely.
and or seasonal businesses that maybe bring in,
Yes.
right? And so they would need a bunch of devices all at once.
Correct.
Yeah, okay.
Correct. So we'll help customers as they need to go through refreshes, where they've got training classes, or they've got new hires, or anything like that.
And you do a lot of even their custom software, things like that, full builds?
We will help them with their software. We'll help install the software.
Yeah.
We don't actually build it or configure it, but we'll make sure that it is installed on their equipment.
All right, Jeremy, we're here in the reverse logistics area.
Absolutely.
Which is that area we talked about before.
Yes, sir.
And there's people here doing, I guess, the reverse logistics things. So describe what that process is like.
Yeah, absolutely. So this is our reverse logistics team, and what they're doing is triaging devices and equipment. So the triage process involves verifying that equipment is functional, fully functional. Does it have any cosmetic defects, and anything else like that. So we need to make sure that devices are ready to go back into sleep duct to be redeployed and reused, or if it's not, then it gets recycled and disposed of properly. So what this team will do, they'll verify if it needs to go into seed stock, does it get repaired, or does it get recycled. So those are the main big three things that they verify, and that our customers need us to know, so then we can redeploy it.
And does that decision vary? Do different customers have different thresholds for when a device might get recycled or redeployed?
Absolutely. So we have an entire workflow, and each customer has their own specifics. So each customer will have their own end-of-life point. They'll have their own, what should we do if it's locked? Should their equipment be enrolled in the Apple Business Manager? A bevy of things.
And how much does security play into this as well?
Tremendously. So security is a really big part of it. So it's our responsibility to make sure that all data, customer data, is wiped and removed from their equipment. And then obviously we need to make sure that the physical equipment is being maintained and securely secured in our facility.
Yeah, and that's one of those, in fact, you read stories all the time of people sell devices or recycle devices, they don't wipe the data off it, and it causes a breach, right? So,
Yes.
So compliance-sensitive organizations, I guess, rely on you then to do that for them.
Yes. Yes, absolutely. So what we do is we partner with other companies that are ISO or R2 certified. And so together, we'll work together to make sure that there's no data and information on any equipment that leaves our facility.
Okay. Jeremy, we're here at this station. It looks like a horseshoe. I guess that makes sense if you're Indianapolis, home of the Colts.
Yeah,
right?
absolutely.
But I'm other than cheering on the Colts here. What are these people doing?
So this is the U's. So the U's were our daily team is stationed. So it's the daily team's responsibility to do our steady state items. So instead of doing large projects where it's a large volume with a future date, these are things that pop up every day. So there's 3 teams composed of 3 people, and each team has 20 to 26 accounts that they support. And so what they do is they come in each day, they're going to see what customer is requesting what device, and then they'll pick, pack, and ship.
So this could be as simple as, employee Bob lost his device, needs a new one shipped. Employee Mary broke her device, left it in a cab.
Absolutely.
That type of
yeah, absolutely. I mean, we'll see the notes, and it'll be basically anything under the sun. The dog ate it, fell off the golf cart, anything like that. So John Smith lost his phone. We'll see what his address is, what device he needs, and then we'll grab it and then fulfill it.
And you said there's 3 teams here.
Correct.
And each team supports how many customers?
22 to 26.
And I guess it's like we talked about before in the other areas too. The workflow for these would almost have to be custom per customer. Is that true?
Correct. So each customer has their list of steps, their own provisioning steps and guidelines that we have to follow. So each team is doing basically the same thing. But since they all have unique customers, there are unique steps that you can follow for each one of those.
Okay, and so if you think of the project-based one being, one-time things, this is an easy way to think it's just ongoing maintenance for that customer.
Correct. Steady state.
Yeah.
Steady state.
And what's the volume out of here? Like, do people really go through that many devices?
You'd be surprised. Our daily throughput would be probably 212 forward activities each day.
Every day?
Every day.
Wow.
Every day. Yes.
I know in the world of devices, there's a certain amount of seasonality for holidays and things like that. Is that true for your business?
Yes, it is, but not in the way that you think. Because generally during the holidays, a lot of our customers are slowing down. They're going to be out of office and things like that. But once the holiday season is over, we'll see a huge influx. And mainly we'll see an influx in our returns. So the reverse logistics, the team that we met earlier. So usually a lot of devices that get mangled during the holidays, drop in eggnog, Lord knows what. And so that's where our spike comes from.
Oh, so it's actually reverse of then what the device manufacturers see when they see a spike during the holidays.
Correct.
You'll actually see that lag by by a couple of months or something like that.
Yes.
Yeah. Well, what happens if you get too many orders? Like we have a really active holiday season. There's lots of people out there breaking and losing devices. How do you handle that kind of scale?
Okay, that's actually a really good question. So we actually have a cap. There's a number, a threshold that we have that's set for our daily team. And so we request that our customers don't exceed a certain number per day. And that's so we can ensure that we are able to successfully execute with the volume that's provided to us. So we have anything that exceeds that, we'll actually do a planning session and we'll scale and scope what the request is, and then we'll give it to our project team.
Oh, that makes sense. That then almost becomes almost like a new project with me.
Correct.
Hence the project team. Okay.
Yeah. So once it hits that ceiling and the threshold is high and exceeds what the daily expectation is, it's like, okay, so now this is going to flow over to our project team, and then we'll have them process it.
All right. Well, great. I didn't realize there's that much complexity in it, but I guess when you think of all the different facets that go into mobile management, I guess you have to have that plan in order to allow yourselves to scale and still meet your customer SLAs.
Correct.
So that wraps up the ZK tour of Tangoe. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button. If you want to learn more about Tangoe, go to tangoe.com. I'll include the link below.